G'day guys, I'm AJ and today I'm going to talk like predictions, theories, headcanons for Toy Story. I haven't watched Toy Story 5 yet, so this is, my brain ideas. I've watched the trailers and I wanted to get this video out as soon as I could. The movie has come out, so I could have done better, but here I am, and I've got some predictions. If you want to go into the movie completely blind, or if you're not one of those people who like to dissect the trailers, then spoilers for that sort of very light spoilers. But we know that there is going to be a girl called Horse Girl, and most people have predicted that this is Emily. So the iPad threatens to threatens to sell what's her name, Jessie, on eBay sort of thing, and a girl called Horse Girl really wants to buy her, which also happened in another short that I forgot what it's called, but it's a horror one, and it's my favourite short because it's also based on, it centres around Jessie and her anxiety, and yeah, Jessie is my favourite character, which is also why I'm really excited for Toy Story 5. I really hope it's good. Don't tell me any spoilers in the comments, please. So everyone thinks that Horse Girl is going to be Emily, basically, Jessie's original owner. But I have other theories about her as well, about Emily, that is. So I think that Emily is Andy's dad's cousin. We know from the Super Carlin Brothers video that I'll show up here, please watch this video if you haven't, it's awesome, that Andy's dad is called Andy Sr. basically. My theory is that Emily is Andy Sr.'s cousin. It's more of, I guess, just a headcanon, which is how I think Emily was able to pass on the hat to Andy. So we see in the flashback with Jessie and Emily that Emily has the exact same hat that Andy has. Remember, all that sort of merchandise is very, very rare. Woody himself was just a prototype. There's basically only one of everything. Only one Jessie, only one Woody, and probably only one Jessie hat. And you can see that the hats look very similar. Of course, it's possible that they're not the same hat and that there were two or, I don't know, three of those hats. And most people's theory is that that Andy's mum is Emily, but Andy's mum is canonically called Jennifer. They could change that in Toy Story 5. They could make it that Andy's mum is Emily, but I highly doubt it. But it's possible. Also, I'm wondering if Jessie does get given to or get bought by Emily or this horse girl, then will she be played with, or will she be a rememberable display thing? People seem to think that she's going to go to Emily's daughter, but if Emily grew up in the 50s, even apart from my canon, we know that Emily grew up in the 50s because Woody's Roundup came out in the 50s and Emily got it before Andy got Woody. So we know that Emily is about the same age as Andy's mum, therefore Emily's children will be grown up. So it wouldn't make sense for Emily to be buying Jessie to give to her daughter, because her daughter would be Andy's age. She would be all grown up, going to college, or I guess by the time of Toy Story 5, probably have her own kids. So if it was to go to a child who would play with Jessie, then it would go to Emily's grandkids. So I really hope that it's not just like Emily is about the same age or just like a little bit older than Andy, because that wouldn't really make canonical sense. Because like you see Emily all the way to when she's grown up, and it's been years after that Jessie ends up with Al in Toy Story 2. So yeah, it just wouldn't make sense. I mean, I guess Emily could have kids at like age 40-ish, and maybe then they would be old enough or like just young enough to play with Jessie, I guess. Like, I really hope that they don't just like mess up the timeline, because, you know, it just wouldn't make sense if she's just a little bit older than Andy. If you want me to make a whole video about this family tree that I have here, then please tell me in the comments down below. It's more of a headcanon than anything else, but I can do more videos on it and I would love to elaborate it. I also just wanted to touch on this scene where we can see that that Bonnie has two friends that I thought looked very similar. And I'm just like, where do I know these girls from? Where do I know these girls from? And suddenly I remembered and realised that I know the girl with the blue iPad from the other Toy Story, Toy Story 3. She is also in Up. I don't know if she has a, like, name, but then I realized that she's also very similar from, like, if you've watched a Seamus Gordon video, most of the kids in Sunnyside Daycare also are in Riley's class, just aged up. And so then I thought maybe the girl on the other side, with the ladybug iPad, maybe she's in Riley's class as well. And I was easily able to find one that looks like her. And then I realised that both of them to Riley's best friends in Inside Out 2. So, and they would have to be in Riley's class. I forget their names now. Someone's gonna be like shouting at me in the comments, this is their names. But like, they're pretty well known in Inside Out 2. But you can just kind of see that they just had like a little bit of a makeover and like hit puberty. Like the girl that did have buns now has pigtails and glasses, and like, you can get glasses, you know. People can get glasses or start needing glasses at any age, and you can need, and of course you can change your hair at any time, and the other girl just looks like she changed her bangs a little bit so they're more like down, like, I don't know, Dora the Explorer style rather than to the side. And so they just, and she also just like hit puberty a bit more, got a bit chubbier for lack of a better word. But you know, I could definitely see these girls being the same girls. I mean, probably Bonnie just moved away because there's nobody in any of the Inside Out movies that looks like Bonnie to me. And then there's also this red-haired girl in the middle, and immediately when I saw her, I thought of Darla. But now that I'm thinking about it, like, she just has red hair, freckles, and blue eyes, and like, any girls could have that thing. I mean, she does also have the round face. She has a lot of things that Darla does have, but she doesn't have the iconic braces, and she also now has glasses. And like I said, anyone can get glasses at any age, and she's just, you know, aged up. And we know that Darla is about, but we also know that Darla was about 6 in Toy Story 3, because we see her in a magazine. And we also know that these girls are about 9 or 8, so which would have to make Darla like 4 when she's in Nemo, and I think she's 6, so I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, I'll just Google it right now. So it wouldn't make sense for that to be Darla. It could be, you know, Darla's, I don't know, little sister. But, you know, it was an interesting spot. But, yeah, it's not Darla, I guess. But there we go. There are my predictions. If those 2 girls end up having the same names as Riley's best friend, ends with an S, then I told you so. And if Andy turns out to know Emily, but for Emily not to be his mum, then I told you so again. But I mean, I highly doubt that she'll actually end up to be Andy Sr.'s cousin. I mean, that'd be really cool, but, you know, this is more of a headcanon than anything else. I just feel like, you know, that it would have to make sense for Emily to know the Davis family, you know, Andy's family, but for her not to be that related to them. I just realized that in this family tree, Emily is actually our Andy's auntie. He's not Andy Sr.'s cousin, he is Andy Sr.'s sister-in-law. So just imagine whenever I'm saying Andy Sr.'s cousin, that I'm actually saying Andy Sr.'s sister-in-law. Sorry for that mess up. Hope it's not too confusing, but you get the gist. The point is that, you know, that Andy and the Davis family knows Emily, but that Emily is not Andy's mum. Alright, hope you understand. For her not to be Andy's mum. So, there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will make another video after I watch Toy Story 5. I mean, unless this video doesn't get, like, any views and I don't feel like it. When I say any views, I'm exaggerating, you know, if it only gets a small amount of views. And if I'm not in the mood to make another video, then I might, but I'm most likely going to make another video about after I watch it, and if you want me to, please put it in the comments down below. Put stuff in the comments down below, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and bye!